with the wind at my shoulders. Oh, she whistles, she moans, I'm a running on empty, I'm a hollow stone. Summer spoke out so softly, in a voice clear and true, said the answer is simple, in the May morning dew. Tell me who's in the hallway, tell me what's on your mind, as the black hollow branches, they twist and they twine. So just so you guys know, what we're doing right now is we're in the final stages of making I'm in the final stages of making a record for a guy called Tommy Fleming, who's a brilliant Irish singer. Cameron here is helping. And we are in the last stages. I did a little bit of drum recording, so we're just adding it in to see. And often when you're recording, you sort of add up layers as you go. So you might record the guitar and then a bass and then vocals. And the way that we did this album is I created all the tracks for Tommy ahead of time, almost like karaoke tracks on steroids, like amazing karaoke tracks kind of. And then he came over, we did the vocals here for a couple of days. And he's a character, isn't he?
He's quite a guy, yeah.
He's quite a guy. Yeah. So we did the vocals here, and we're now, I did a little day of drums, and so we're just adding that in just now.
To be there tonight.
Let's see what these are.
My dad was a grocer, just keeping the fan.
Be pretty quiet, obviously. So we click there.
It's like an edit, isn't it? Can tidy that. Okay. How did you make this? Out of interest, is it a kick and a snare, or just a couple of mics?
Yeah, there's a kick mic, and then there's an overhead.
Both quite open though. Right, cool.
Yeah.
Right.
The best days of my life were the ones that I spent with them. Oh, what we did.
Is that quantizable?
I would nudge it in. I can either quantize or...
It might just be a couple need a wee nudge. Or
yeah, it feels like it. I think I would just nudge them as I go.
That was one bit that Tommy wanted me to do a vocal on, wasn't it? That I didn't. Just that.
Okay.
Maybe I could just chuck a vocal on that.
Yeah.
Is it worth me just bringing my mic in here? That
we can just if it's just a little thing like that.
Yeah, just for any wee tiny vocal bits. The way quite often it'll work on a record is you don't really know 100% what you're doing until you're in the process. And often the process itself helps inform what the actions that you need to take are. So in this case, we're listening to the songs that we've recorded, and we're just listening to see if a little bit of backing vocals helps lift it to a different place, helps put attention on different parts. Often a lot of the work of producing records is where you're pointing at certain times. So if you think about in a film, they do a close-up or they do a wide shot to show context, they do a close-up to put attention on in a particular place. So similarly, you're using textures in production to really point towards certain parts or detract attention from certain parts. So in this case, there's a little part of an instrumental section that doesn't want a full band or a lead instrument, it's just wanting a little vocal layer, a little vocal kind of instrument. So we're just adding a little bit of backing vocals to give it that kind of texture.
Of course.
That's nice. I've got a nice message saying, I want to feel a big penis in my Instagram inbox. So thanks for that information.
See what we got here.
Whoa. It'd be quite cool. It'd be quite funny to do a podcast, but then you sing the whole podcast. You know, you've got two people just singing the whole time. Ha, 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 ha. One more of them.
Same take? Or, yeah.
Ha, ha. So we just added some vocals to this section, and this is what it sounds like now with the bed of vocals on it. I'd probably try Heidi's woes down a bit and the other stuff up a bit. I think if they're more kind of distant. Almost want them quieter. I think if we can almost just hear them, but they just give it that shape. It's just quite a...
Sure.
Nice. That's nice there.
I know I left my heart in
Turn up a bit here.
I think one of the main things I was thinking about today as a songwriter from Edinburgh is just living in a really old city and how that kind of influences the way you feel about life and the length of life. Because if you live in a young country like Canada or America, do you view 200 years as a long time? So in Edinburgh, no one really views 100 years as a long time because you're looking at gravestones from 1400. All the buildings around you are hundreds of years old. So I think for me personally, it gives me the sense of legacy being something that is much more connected to your ability to make an impact through culture. So if you can leave a legacy which is through song, through words, through ideas, through poems, that's the only legacy worth leaving. And I think the culture of Edinburgh has left a huge imprint on me in that way. Just hold my hand. 'Cause you put the fire in the sun. You put the fire in the sun. Oh my darling. You put the fire in the sun. So we're in Edinburgh. We're going to go to the Moss Kitchen. I literally eat here probably every single day of my life, and I've been coming here since I was a kid. My dad used to probably bring me here when I was a little kid, and Rosa's been coming here since she was a little kid. It's an amazing place. This is one of the most multicultural bits of the city. There's all kinds of different places to eat around here, and it's one of my favourite bits about living in Edinburgh is this bit around here. It's just got an amazing feeling to it. So I'm going to go and get some scran. So if you're ever going to come to the Moss Kitchen, what you probably have to get is the chili chicken, if you like spice. Chili chicken's probably the best one. How's yours? Like a fever in my body. Did I? This is something good. Well, then on a Monday morning, I'm a fool. Oh my God. It's just always so good. You need your space. When you do, tell me, darling, I don't mean to wait. You know I love you, and this is something true. Well, laying on a Monday morning, I'd be feeling just the way I do. What made me want to start a club that costs $1.50 a month is I noticed that all of the coaching programs that I was a part of early in my career, because I got a lot of coaching when I started, they were all £200, £300, £400. Or you had a bunch of free stuff, and the free stuff is really, really hard to navigate through. A lot of it is dross. Most of the free stuff that people put up is just a lead magnet to get people to then buy something that's more expensive. What I thought was, wouldn't it be cool if you could have something that basically was free? So it's $1.50. Most people end up paying more once they're in it for a while. But it basically is free, but there's just that little barrier of entry that means that people are making a little vote to say that they're serious about it. But I thought, how cool would it be if you had a place like that that was this home for people to come to be in, to be around other people who are actively trying to make their life better. So I wanted to create a gym of sorts, almost like a gym for creativity, a gym for positivity, through my own life experience, overcoming trauma and abuse and going through therapy to get better and using creativity to get better. I thought, how cool would it be if there was a network for those kinds of people? Because so much of the internet is so negative. So above all, to really create a really positive place on the internet, but also to make it as accessible as humanly possible. Until the rivers run dry, until the day I die. The quickest tip I could share that's helped me tremendously as a songwriter is simply to write 3 songs a day. Now I know the first thing that you think when I say that is, that's so much I could never do that. So let me reframe it very slightly. I want you to write 3 bad songs every day for 90 days, let's say. Because what are you going to have? After 90 days, you're going to have 300 songs. You're going to actually have feedback. What most people do is they start analyzing the information they've got before they have enough information. So if you went to a supermarket and you picked up a cucumber and went home and said, I'm going to make a meal, let me look at my ingredients. Oh, I don't have the right ingredients. Of course you don't. You've not picked up enough things yet. So it's really a game of law of averages. The more stuff you do as a songwriter, the better you get. It really is that simple. If you commit to writing 3 bad songs a day, and by bad songs I mean it could be a verse, it could be a chorus, it could be a little bit of a riff or a hook, anything that kind of feels like it has a seed to it, but create 3 really quality seeds every single day. Do that for a month and then finish the songs and see what happens. What will happen, guaranteed, unequivocally, you're going to feel more confident as a songwriter after doing 30 days. Everybody knows baby's got new clothes, but lately I see her ribbons and her bows have fallen from her curls. Oh, she aches just like a woman. And she fakes just like a woman. Oh, and she makes love just like a woman. But she breaks just like a little girl. The most rewarding aspect to coaching the songwriters who are in the club is seeing their sense of confidence develop within themselves. So it's not that I'm not teaching anything. The original definition in Latin of the word educate is to draw out from within. Educate, to draw out from within. The most satisfying thing is seeing the songwriters in the club start to feel confident about their own abilities. That's the shift. It could be right now for you that you're feeling not confident enough, and it's not even that you need to change anything about what you're doing. You just need that support. You just need to feel like you're around people who value what it is that you do. And when you have that sense of it being valued, when you have that sense of community, your character is given space to exist. There's a great saying which is, when the teacher and the student trust each other, the learning is self-organizing. It becomes a self-organizing system. So the beauty of a coaching relationship is, in our case, me and you, it would be me and you talking until you're trying to figure out what you want to do. I don't know. You might not know. No one knows. So coaching's listening and empowering. And so the most rewarding aspect of that is seeing people become empowered. Seeing people feel like they have permission to try things that maybe they've never in their life felt like. I've had people who mum didn't let them, dad didn't let them, school didn't let them, etc. And I see them step into their power as a songwriter, and it's an incredibly rewarding thing. Long time purse hurts, but what is worse? Ooh, is this pain in here? I can't stand here. And it's clear that I just can't fit. I believe it's time for us to quit. But when we meet again, introduced as friends, please don't let on that you knew me when I was hungry and it was your world. Oh, and you ache just like a woman. Yes, you do, and you take just like a woman. You know it's true that you make love just like a woman, but you break just like a little girl. If you've not already joined my club, what are you waiting for? Click the link in the top comment. Come and join my club today.